All right, in part 2, we're going to see what happens if we take an over-the-counter antacid. So this is calcium carbonate, which is used to treat upset stomachs, heartburn, and acid indigestion, and add it to each of our substances from before. I have some ground up calcium carbonate here in this mortar, and we are going to add it to each of our test solutions, and we will go from there, and we will record what we see happen. All right, so we're going to start with sodium chloride, vinegar, and rubbing alcohol. So we're going to add a little bit to each. We'll give it a swirl. We'll see if anything happens. So we'll add some to our vinegar, and we'll zoom in a little. We will give that a swirl. Now, what we can see in here is that there is a slight amount of bubbling happening. So we're going to add just a little bit more vinegar to it because it might have gotten dilute. So if we add some more vinegar, we can see forming down here at the bottom, there's some slight bubbles. And then if we swap for our rubbing alcohol, we can see that the calcium carbonate just falls to the bottom. The next set of solutions to be tested are window cleaner, water, and hydrochloric acid. So we're going to start with the window cleaner. And we add a bit of our calcium carbonate. And it falls to the bottom. We switch to our distilled water. We add a little bit of our calcium carbonate. And it also falls to the bottom. And then our hydrochloric acid. We add a little bit of our calcium carbonate, and while it falls to the bottom, we can see some pieces are bouncing back up to the top as bubbles form. And we'll give that a small mix. Next, we will test our washing soda, our lemon juice, and our drain cleaner. So here's our washing soda, our sodium carbonate. We add some calcium carbonate to it, and we see that it just falls to the bottom. Nothing happens. We give that a mix. Still, nothing happens. Then, we bring in our lemon juice. And we'll add some calcium carbonate. And we can see that it slowly starts bubbling. We'll add a little bit more lemon juice. And we can see much more bubbling happening at the top, and we'll give it a stir. And we can see it rapidly bubbling now. And finally, we will test our drain cleaner, our sodium hydroxide. We'll add some calcium carbonate to it, and we'll give it a mix. And we see that it just mixes in and falls to the bottom. So if needed, pause and rewatch the video to write down your observations.